Whispering Grasses by Danny Fantod. Country roads never felt like home to me. As a lifelong suburbanite, I found the unkempt hedgerows and weed-choked ditches menacing. Who knew what might lurk there unseen to ambush an unwary traveler? That changed when my wife inherited a small parcel of land. We resolved to build a house together. Evenings and weekends were spent clearing brush and preparing the site for construction. We became acquainted with the nearest neighbors and with Angel, the lovable mutt that lived with them. A stream ran through the property, crossed by an old wooden bridge. It was nice having the shed on the far side to keep our supplies out of the elements. We would have liked it closer to the road, but whoever built it didn't consult us, as Annie would joke. Every nook of the lot became familiar to me, every mile between us and the highway. I learned to love the land, the whispering grasses, the swaying trees, playing with Angel when she visited us. But that was by day. At night, everything I loved became ominous. The shed especially seemed to watch me through eyeless windows. When darkness fell, I couldn't get out of there fast enough, and as summer waned, the nights came ever earlier. One evening I was working on a tight schedule, getting ready for the excavator. I lost track of time, and before I knew it, the stars were out. I was so ready to leave. My car wasn't. A flat tire, just perfect. I got the jack set up quickly enough. Now where was the lug wrench? I tore the trunk apart. It wasn't there. I was racked with indecision. There was a tire iron in the old shed. I used it to pry up rocks, knew exactly where it was. But it was so dark, and to be honest, I was afraid. Was I actually going to call the auto club over an irrational fear? No, I couldn't. How would I live here if I was too frightened to be out at night? By the light of a thin moon, I made my way down the path through whispering grasses. The bridge's aging lumber creaked and popped no matter how cautiously I crept. Every coyote and devil for miles must have known I was there. I was relieved to reach the other side, but now the darkened shed loomed over me. I was working up the courage to approach the door when I sensed movement behind me, a rustling sound. I spun around. Was it wind in the grass? No, it was louder than that, and definitely moving. My heart pounded at the thought that something big was coming toward me. It burst through the brush. My heart seemed to stop entirely. It was the neighbor's dog. I crouched down and hugged her, joyously letting her lick my face. The fear melted instantly with a friend by my side. "Oh, Angel," I cried. "You really are an angel."